it's Samantha Lawrence here, your host of the Beyond the Curtain podcast. I'm just checking in for a quick episode to wrap up season 1. If you are a regular listener, thank you so much. I truly appreciate you and thank you for listening to the podcast. If it's your first time listening, welcome. Thank you for joining. Season 1 has been a true joy to share such inspirational stories of creative arts leaders. We've had award-winning choreographers, actors, a radio presenter, talent agent, counsellor for the performing arts, drag queen, commercial and tap dancers, ballerinas, movement coaches, artistic directors, and Broadway and West End musical theatre stars. It's time now for a quick break before heading into season 2 to give you some time to catch up on any episodes you've missed and revisit your favourites before we head into the next season. Season 2 is already underway and set to be amazing. The season 2 trailer will be out in a few weeks, so keep an eye out for it. In the meantime, be sure to follow Beyond the Curtain AUS on Instagram for some surprise appearances from season 1 guests and previews for season 2. Plus, I've actually prepared a super special bonus episode for you before we head into the next season. This one will only be accessible by a secret link, so head to Beyond the Curtain AUS on Instagram to see how you can access that one. Trust me, this guest is so incredible and it's an episode you will absolutely love. I can't wait to share it with you. Today, to finish up, I'm going to share with you some snippets from each of our incredible season 1 guests so you can get a taste and decide who you might like to listen to or revisit their episode again. Episode 1 with Darren Tyler, from a chorus line start to 21 musicals.
Live in the now. Don't try to go in the future. By this age, I want to be a lead on whatever. No, you got to live in the now. If you're too worried about the future, you're missing what's happening.
Episode 2 with Freya List, New York, mindfulness and dancing through India.
I do try and add mindfulness into a lot of my teachings as well. It's kind of giving a gift to your body at the start of the day, which I think is really important. Putting on some music and improvising, that is such meditation. That's moving meditation.
That is meditation.
And that stuff I don't even think of, but without it, I'd probably be a different person.
Episode 3 with Georgina Haggerty, professional ballet, divorce and new career as a talent agent.
I think it's something that I've carried on in my life is that importance of having a mentor. Like it's so important to have just one person in your life that believes in you and has a vision for you.
Yes.
And I think that's why I ended up wanting to become an agent eventually.
Episode 4 with Mel Tresina, community radio to Nova 100.
Stick it out because it'll work out.
Yeah.
And it does. I truly believe that if you work hard and you can control what you can, things will come your way. And when you hit a wall, the wall will eventually disappear if you keep pushing on it.
Episode 5 with Zoe Marsh, movement, meditation and creativity.
I took the leap of faith and then filled in the gap between.
Yes.
They said to us in the meditation, you need to be the master of your mind, not the slave to it. And I was like, if I didn't do this, I think the journey I was taking, I would have been a slave to my mind for a really long time.
Episode 6 with Will Centurion, counselling and life coaching for the performing arts.
The biggest insight that I've been able to acquire and that I've been able to kind of share is that when people stay in their own lane and have their own timeline, their own process, their own approach, when they own their story and don't compare that to anybody else's, that allows them to operate at their full potential. Because the only person in those circumstances, the only person holding the pen is you.
Episode 7 with Ethan Panizza, life in footy to acting limelight.
If it's what you really want to do, you've got to put the blinkers on and just go full steam ahead. But at the end of the day, life is life. You know, you can't stop whatever's going to happen. And I just think you've got to be kind to yourself on the way as well, you know, because it's a marathon, not a sprint, and you don't want to burn yourself out. And it's completely and utterly okay to not be okay.
Episode 8 with Yvette Lee, choreography, performing and staying humble.
All those things that make up a generally good human, that's what I want around me. I want people that, yes, have the dance capacity and have trained and have the right technical skills required to work with me, but also people that are just generally good humans as well.
Episode 9 with Filmer Box, the man and life behind the Queen.
And he said, this box thing, I just don't get it. What is this box? It's not making any sense. I'm going to call you Filmer. It's Philmah.
Episode 10 with Jordan Pollard, musical theatre, family and the Tap Pack.
There's a couple of times where we finish at the end and I get to look to my left and it's Jessie, and I get to look to my right as Tommy. I was like, the three of us, 7 years later of just performing in America with our own show. So it's a real pinch me kind of moment.
Episode 11 with Lucy Doherty, grief, dance and following your intuition.
Follow your intuition, and that just means following what feels good for you. Like if something feels good, then go for it, and if something doesn't feel good, then that's probably not for you.
Episode 12 with Peter Wallace, Belle de Moulin Rouge.
He said, Peter, have you ever thought of going to Paris? Before leaving in 1986, he said to Mum and Dad, look, I'll only go for 12 months and see how it ends up.
Yeah.
And the next minute, it's like, I was there for 13 years,
yeah.
So it was great.
Episode 13 with Kat Santos, The Magic Within You.
You are the perfect mold that you're meant to be. The thing is, we get so distracted in thinking that we're meant to be what the world is focusing on, that we forget that we came onto this planet with everything we're meant to.
Episode 14 with Tariq Frimpong, Determination, Creativity and Disney Motion Pictures.
Just can't give up. Like if it's what you want to do, I think that's something that I'm banking on. I'm so excited and proud of all the things I've done so far, but I know I have so much more that I'm capable of and so much more that I plan and will do. And the reason I know I'm going to achieve that and achieve greatness is because I'm relentless. I was like, I won't stop.
Episode 15 with Sam Akins, Rising for Racial Equality in Ballet.
I honestly think they were playing Imagine All the People or just something so beautiful and powerful. I just remember tears starting to fill up my eyes. And I looked around the room and I was like, you are a person of color. You need to just right now in this 1 second turn plie, something you love so much, but that's so simple. You need to be proud of yourself.
Episode 16 with Frances Rings, Life in Bangara and Beyond.
She said, well, Frances, we create our own glass ceilings. We can either look at the glass ceiling and go, there's the glass ceiling again, and complain. And that glass ceiling's there because you're seeing it. But if you don't see it, you just continue to do.
Episode 17 with Carly Donato, Living the Broadway Dream.
Knowing that art, and through art, we can make a difference in people's lives, not only by entertaining, but sometimes by just giving a different perspective. And that, I think, has been the biggest thing that I enjoy.
Wow, what beautiful human beings who have all gracefully shared their stories this season. It has been a dream. That's all from me for now, but I will see you super soon. Don't forget to follow Beyond the Curtain AUS on Instagram to stay up to date, grab that bonus episode and be the first to know when season 2 launches. It's just around the corner. Take care.